One of the biggest challenges I have with resin 3D printing is what do you do when your denatured alcohol or water or whatever you're using to clean your prints gets all gross and full of particles and uncured resin. And it happens pretty quick, honestly. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take many cleanings of prints to get to the point where you have so much junk in the alcohol that you're not really cleaning the prints anymore. They come out slimy and there's particles of stuff all over them. And so I tried to find a good solution to this problem. One of the issues is, especially with a larger bucket of alcohol, if you have a big thing full of alcohol that you need to clean, it would be sure nice if you could find a big enough filter to just kind of dump it, filter it, and move on, dump it back into the bucket. And so I scoured the internet. I found a really cool solution for this. I haven't seen anybody using this. I found these big filters that just pop into a 5-gallon bucket. And they're 25 micron, which is pretty fine. It's a pretty decent filtration. It gets to the point, now you're not going to get to the point where it's like not cloudy anymore. However, you're going to get all the junk out of it. It's good enough, I've found, to just filter it real quick in that filter, pour it back into the bucket. Usually I clean out my bucket first, but pour it back in. And then you're ready to go. You're back in action. The way I was doing it before was smaller cups of it, trying to filter it with paper towels and all these different things. And that works, but it takes forever. It's not very fun. So these filters are available on Amazon. I have a link down in the show notes where you can get these things. And again, they just fit. It's so awesome. They fit on a 5-gallon bucket. And if you want to take it one step further, I haven't tried this yet. I just haven't had to clean out my buckets. You could find some sort of a fibrous material of some sort, or even like paper towels, something, and kind of pre-filter, like put a filter within these filters if you really want to, lock down some of that junk and really try to get it as clean as possible. You can just cut this into a circle. What these are the oil spill mats. They're just like absorbent pads. They work really well for a lot of different things. I have a link down in the show notes to these as well. I use these to kind of just clean up anything that where liquid is going to be just kind of going everywhere. But it will also kind of help filter your resins and like the uncured resins out of your denatured alcohol or water. The other thing is I use dyes. I like to dye my UV resin for 3D printing. I also like to use mica powders sometimes, and that makes it even tougher because the minute that you put mica powder in anything and then try to clean the print in your bucket, it's the whole bucket of denatured alcohol is just kind of toast. You're going to get that mica powder on every single thing that you wash afterwards. So I'm hoping that this solution will, possibly this 25 micron might actually do it, but if that doesn't work, I think that this solution will fix that problem, and it may even pull out some of the dyes, the dye particles, and kind of pre-filter that so that it's not just, like this black denatured alcohol or whatever color. So anyway, guys, like I said, I just wanted to kind of share that. I got a couple clips of me, kind of using this. I literally just dump the entire bucket straight into this. And then you can kind of clean out the particles, the junk, or you could, put it outside. I don't know if I'd put this filter outside and let it cure in there. But you can kind of, scrape it out with like a paper towel and then just like cure it either in a curing station or outdoors. Get that stuff hardened up and then toss it and you're golden. It works pretty well. Like I said, I also recommend cleaning out the inside of your bucket because there's still going to be some particles of stuff kind of stuck to the sides. So anyway, guys, I hope this really helps out. I know that, I scoured the internet for a long time trying to find some type of a larger filter, medium, so that I could do this a lot quicker. And it saves a lot of time so far. For me, I've been pretty happy with it. Now, if you have any ideas, suggestions on how to do this even better, I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure everybody else would. So leave those down in the comments below. I will say that I did find a couple of different solutions to this. Some people are setting up like full-on distilling kind of setups. That's just too complicated and slightly dangerous. In some cases, it could go wrong. So I'm not doing that. And there's also somebody, I don't know what channel it was, but I will link down in the description to this video and probably on the screen here. Somebody has like a chemical solution where you can kind of, it'll make the stuff clump together. And that might be an easier way to do it. But again, you still got to filter it. So I think this might be handy for a lot of you guys. So again, links to all the stuff that I mentioned today are down in the description below. And I'd love to hear your comments. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this. Hopefully this will be helpful for you. So I guess until next time, guys, thanks for watching this video and happy printing.